What's up, everybody? What's up, wrestling fans? It's August 16, 2019, and we are so close to the King of the Ring tournament. How are you guys doing? There's a lot to talk about, by the way. There's a lot to talk about here. Man, I gotta get this music to stop playing right now. That's the new song. That's the new Bray Wyatt song. We don't want to get hit with that WWE copyright, though, because you don't want that. It'd be nice if we could get away with playing a little bit of shit. I mean, we can, but I'd like this to be monetized, because you never know. You know, you don't know how much you're gonna make in donations during a stream like this, so therefore, if I can get $7 in ad revenue, I'd like to have it, because every little bit counts. $7 in ad revenue would be nice. However, if those musical tones get hit, well, it's zero. But you know what I mean? Hey, you take the risk of $7 or not. It happens. I wish I had a giant coffee with me right now, but I don't have one. So we're going to do the best we can without being destroyed. I've already gone over the Ryback being knocked into the pool thing so many times that I don't think we need to go over Ryback hitting that big fat bitch into a pool again. I mean, I just feel like we've already been over it so many times that we don't need to do it again. So I don't think we need to do it again. I don't want to do it again. That's what I'm saying. We covered that hilariously multiple times in at least 2 episodes of a show. It's been about almost a month since we've last done one of these live State of the WWEs. I've been doing State of the WWEs since 2010 on my old channel. I never numbered them though. But really, yeah, the first State of the WWE was way back in 2010 or 11 or something like that. And here we are, episode 120, something like 8 or 9 years later or something like that. So we're going to talk about the King of the Ring brackets. We do have the Bray Wyatt stuff to talk about a little bit. There's some other information coming out. AEW tickets. Tried to get some AEW tickets, but my God, is that crazy. AEW tickets, forget about it. Even second row was $500, $700, $500 all around. $1,000, $2,000, and everybody was saying they thought they were scalpers. They're not. Those are the real ticket prices. I went to Ticketmaster. Ticketmaster had those listed as the prices, so those are the prices. Like, there's no way around that. So let's first go over this bracket. We've got these brackets, these rounds that we can get into. The first round is Cesaro versus Samoa Joe, Ricochet versus Drew McIntyre, Cedric Alexander versus Sami Zayn, The Miz versus Baron Corbin, Kevin Owens versus 24/7 champion Elias, Ali versus Buddy Murphy, Chad Gable versus Shelton Benjamin, Apollo Crews versus Andrade. And then they have a second round here, which is Cesaro or Samoa Joe versus, and so then they show where the brackets would break down depending on who wins. That's the interesting, is seeing the brackets broken down based on who wins. That's the weirdest thing about this. So the second round would either be Cesaro or Samoa Joe versus Ricochet or Drew McIntyre. So that's right there is bizarre. Cedric Alexander or Sami Zayn versus Miz and Baron Corbin, which would then turn into the semifinals, which could be Cesaro or Samoa Joe or Ricochet or Drew McIntyre versus Cedric Alexander or Sami Zayn or Miz or Corbin. Don't you feel like we just had this amazing match with Drew McIntyre and Cedric Alexander? So to me, that screams that we're going to get that match in the King of the Ring. In the semifinals of the King of the Ring, you're going to see, I would think, Drew McIntyre taking on Cedric Alexander again. And then it's either Owens and Elias or Buddy Murphy versus Gable, Shelton Benjamin, Apollo Crews, or Andrade. You know, so it feels like we're gonna get Kevin Owens in the finals. So the final is gonna be Kevin Owens versus somebody. I don't understand yet what's going on though, because when I look at these guys, when I look at the King of the Ring, the most effective King of the Rings to me are obviously when they put over somebody big. When the whole idea is, let's put somebody over big, let's showcase somebody and show what they can do. I don't know what other reason why you'd really do it for. And the fact that you have Kevin Owens in it, you know, Kevin Owens holds no title. He's not going anywhere right now. And if you were going to showcase somebody, I would think it would be Kevin Owens. But Drew McIntyre is in this thing. And I feel like Drew McIntyre is somebody that should win the King of the Ring. But I also feel that a lot of, you know, King of the Ring winners do better when they're faces, I think. You know, the less memorable ones are the heels, I think. I mean, you know, Bret Hart I remember very much. I very much remember, you know, Stone Cold, obviously, he was supposed to be a heel, but he was built so well in that King of the Ring by accident, but he was built so well that it just made him look like this blue-collar badass. I feel like, really, you need Drew McIntyre here to win. But now Owens is in here, so what is Owens going to lose the King of the Ring tournament? So I suppose somebody could lose due to interference, and then that would be acceptable then, because an interference... But it really muddies up the tournament. I would really prefer if the tournament was clean and it was a direct, clear tournament and somebody wasn't taken out, because what that does is that devalues the person who does win then. It really does. It devalues the actual person who's going to become champion. And we don't want that. Here we go. I'm about to get it, man. Here we go. Get it, man. Here we go. Oh, shit. Corwin Eberle, what's up?
Please don't finish it. I.
Don't finish it. Please don't finish it. Yeah.
By the way, I've got more of those skits coming to the Patreon this weekend, so look for more of those on the Patreon, and a couple of them coming to YouTube as well, because they're funny to me. Rybotch doing that in any situation, you never know when he's going to pop up. Thank you, Corwin. What's up, bro? Getting ready for Monetize This tonight. The belt is on the line for the first time in 2 months. The Monetize This championship tonight is on the line for the first time in 2 months over on my other YouTube channel, Corrupted Nation. And, dude, this could be the last night ever of the belt. We could have our final champion tonight. Don't miss tonight's Monetize This. It's going to be fucking crazy. All right? Dave Rose has personally promised to sodomize somebody for me.
Shut up and bend over.
Oh, there he is.
Finish it.
Oh
my God, don't finish it. Please don't finish it.
I'm going to finish it.
That sucks, Joe. I was lucky and got my ticket for the show in Boston under $70.
Ugh.
Not going to be the best section, but I couldn't believe how big the lobby was. Got in 15 minutes early, and it took fucking 40 minutes before I could select my seat.
Wow.
Holy shit.
Soundwave 92, congratulations. Yeah, dude, it took me 8 minutes to get to view the tickets and the prices. And all that was available was $75 and above. So I was like, nope, not going to AEW Boston. The other thing about it is, too, I guess I'd rather just be at home watching it, I suppose, you know what I mean, or watching it somewhere. So it is possible I will go to the event and be outside the event and, you know, hype it up and be there live in front of the building maybe or something and do some kind of thing. I don't know. I may do that and then just as soon as it begins, you know, retreat to my hotel or car or whatever and watch it via my phone, or drive home watching it on my phone and then crashing my car into a burning car fire. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'll go into a hotel, $40 hotel out there, or I would just stay at home. Probably just going to stay at home, to be honest, even though it'd be great to be there. It's in Boston, the Agganis Arena. You know, it's going to be there's not really a bad seat in that place because it's small, similar to like Mohegan Sun, although I believe Agganis Arena is smaller than Mohegan Sun. And by the way, I set a goal of $20 for this, so thank you very much, Soundwave. You got us over half the way there with Corwin as well. Appreciate that. So yeah, I'm all set. I mean, you know, Owen Hart was kind of memorable. Owen Hart, you know, Macho Man. I was too young. I didn't realize he really was a King of the Ring. I just knew Macho Man had this sort of Macho King gimmick that he was doing, because I strongly remember the Macho King gimmick and the scepter and everything he was doing around that time. But I never saw that King of the Ring tournament. Sometimes the King of the Ring would be held at these house shows and things like that, off TV even. And I didn't even know that Don Morocco was the first King of the Ring. I had no idea. I actually always thought it was Harley Race. I always thought Harley Race was the only and first King of the Ring way back then. I am shocked about that. But that's the case. But again, tonight, over on my other YouTube channel, Corrupted Nation, monetize. This will be live at 11 p.m. Eastern Time, U.S. So come on over. It's going to be a foul, mature, horrific, whacked out night over on Monetize This. And I think it's episode 225 or something. I don't even remember. But anyway, the Fiend Bray Wyatt. We'll talk about him in a minute. But let's get back to these brackets. So, you know, with Cesaro, Samoa Joe, Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, Cedric Alexander, Sami Zayn, The Miz, Baron Corbin. I mean, right away I can tell you who I just chuck out the window right now that I can't believe will win this. So, all these people are viable. All these people are people that I could see, you know, potentially winning. And they're all people that could use it, except for The Miz. You know, The Miz, like, just throw him right out right away. I couldn't give a shit about The Miz. Throw him out the window. So The Miz is out. Apollo Crews, in my opinion, is out. I'm so down on him at this point. Apollo Crews is out. The Miz is out. Chad Gable, to me, is out. Shelton Benjamin, to me, is out. So the people that I could see winning this, I'd throw Cesaro out as well. So the people I could see winning this are Samoa Joe, Ricochet, Drew McIntyre, Cedric Alexander, Baron Corbin, that's 5, Kevin Owens, throw Elias out as well. Buddy Murphy, I'm going to throw Buddy Murphy out, and I will say Ali, though, is someone viable, I think. And that leaves us with Ali and Andrade. I'd put Andrade in there, too, as 7, but I don't think Andrade is going to win either, so I throw him out. So I'm down to 6. I've narrowed down, like, my believability here to 6. And even those, you know, aren't all that believable. So now we're down to Samoa Joe, Drew, Cedric, Ricochet. But I don't think Ricochet needs it because he's kind of like already cemented pretty well. I don't think Baron Corbin needs it either, but I could see them doing it to piss everyone off. Owens, obviously, but he doesn't need it either, to me. Ali and Murphy could use it, but I'm going to say neither one of them. I'm not even going to say Andrade. So I'm really down to... I'm narrowing my possibilities down to these guys, which I think is... What is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Is this 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, so Samoa Joe, Drew McIntyre, Cedric... Oh, wait a minute. This is 7 because I put Cedric next to Ricochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7. Samoa Joe, Drew McIntyre, Cedric Alexander, Ricochet, Baron Corbin, Kevin Owens, and Ali. Those are the ones to really keep the eye on, I believe. I think everybody else, you throw them out the window. I don't think we're anywhere close. I mean, we could. I don't think anybody else needs to win. Those other names need to win. But I believe you can make a case for these guys. I believe every single one of these guys, you could make a strong point about them winning this, needing to win this, something like this, and we could argue about it. But I don't believe the other people that were on the list, I don't really think that you could argue for them winning it as well. I think all those other people do not need it. And I guess Baron Corbin really doesn't need it either. I'm only putting him on there because I just believe it's something stupid that they would do. I could see them having him be a king of the ring so he could walk around and piss everybody off, right? So I have Baron Corbin on there for that reason. I would make a case for Baron Corbin based on WWE picking him to win. That's my case for Corbin. I don't agree with it. But so he's kind of the asterisk here. But everybody else, you really could make a case for why they really, really need to win this. And we can all debate about it right now if you'd like. Open phone lines, by the way, on this state of the WWE. If you'd like to call in, I will take your phone calls.
Super chat. Super chat.
Brock Lesnar will win King of the Ring.
He's not in it, CJ Crumb. God damn it. Imagine if Brock Lesnar was in it, and then he won it. He's already won it. He won it in 2002. Yeah, Brock Lesnar's already been King of the Ring. We don't need another one. Oh shit, Jabroni Jabber podcast.
See you naked. You gotta give me that Superman punch in my rectum. Give me that Superman punch in my rectum. I don't care if your whole fist goes up my asshole. Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns.
$1,500 bucks for front row tear you.
Yep.
Better be a happy ending at the end of that. Cheers, bro.
Thank you to Jabroni Jabber Podcast, who has clearly now become the top donation of the stream, Jabroni Jabber Podcast. Yes, Jabroni Jabber, I was on my Twitter earlier today, and I posted... I was in Ticketmaster. This is not scalper tickets. This is not repriced tickets or anything like that. This was straight up what was on my seating chart. So I would like for anybody that didn't see this AEW in Boston, I wanted to go to it, but my God, was it expensive. It's a small arena, so I get it. But look at this. Section F3, row A, that's front row in the corner to the ring. So to the right of the ring, slightly on TV, off TV a little bit. Although I don't know which way they're positioning the cameras. So I really don't know if this is hard cam or the television side. We don't actually know, or at least I didn't figure out if it was or not. I'm assuming they're setting up the same way WWE is, but that doesn't mean they will. But I'm assuming they are, and I'm assuming arenas are equipped for it to be set up that way now because of WWE, to be honest. But either way, $1,500 for a front row ticket all the way around, plus up to $2,000. And then other tickets in third row and second row were $750. If WWE ran this arena, and WWE does run Agganis Arena, okay? WWE does run Agganis Arena. NXT has run Agganis Arena. If WWE was to run Agganis Arena, their front row WWE tickets, front row, would start around the probably $450 to $550 mark. The only way you would see anything above about $500 would be if people bought the tickets and were reselling them on StubHub or something for way more, which I have seen, but then day of the show, StubHub prices start dropping from $2,000 down to $800, down to $500. I've seen them even even end up selling for less than they originally were priced at. So, for anybody saying it's the scalpers or it's that or this or it's whatever, no. These are Ticketmaster prices, and not only are these Ticketmaster prices, but they're directly from Ticketmaster in All Elite Wrestling. $1,500 front row, $700 for third row. So even the third row tickets in Agganis Arena are double the price, or at least times 1.5 of the price of WWE tickets when running in Agganis Arena. I can tell you that because I purchased WWE front row tickets in Agganis Arena before, because the tickets were set at $380 for front row tickets, $380 for front row, and they were $180 for second, third row, and back until you reached the middle of the bowl as it started to rise up, and then tickets dropped down to $90, and then above pricing was $70 to $50, and then they had some cheap seats in the 30s. But this is incredibly high priced for AEW. Now, they did have prices for everybody. They did have prices at $15 to $50 for, obstructed views and really far away and back in the balcony areas, and coming down to the ring, they had a more affordable $75, $70 prices as well. And there's not really a bad seat in a small arena like Agganis Arena, but it's just wow. Like they made up for it. They are sold out. AEW is sold out. Boston and Philly sold out. Here's another look at some of the other ticket prices. Like I said when I was on there earlier, look at this. Just Section B. Look at F3B. This is right behind A, which was $1,500. Tickets behind in row B were $750. My God, man, that is incredibly. That is an incredible high price. I mean, you're talking about 5,000 tickets. You're talking about 5,000 tickets sold for an average price of $50, but then you're talking about probably about 50 tickets sold over 1,000. So you're looking at about $400,000. So they made about $400,000 on one show. Agganis Arena to rent the arena. I'm not sure on what the rental is of Agganis Arena. I don't know any of that. Don't know the deal. Don't know their price. They could have gotten a good price. I don't even know. But to rent the Agganis Arena out, I would expect that it's going to cost them somewhere in the vicinity of $100,000 to $250,000 to rent the arena out. So you're looking at $400,000, and after ticket prices and paying all the employees and paying just about everybody everywhere, you're looking at maybe a profit in seating, a seating profit of maybe $50,000. And after that, then you're looking at, then you're going to get all your concessions and all those types of things. You're going to sell a ton of merchandise. When all is said and done, they're probably going to make about $500,000 on just one show. So most likely AEW. I don't know these numbers, to be honest. I'm speculating based on all the information we have and what we know about certain ways things work, and I'm putting it all together and creating a speculation that AEW is going to make some. It's not a good number. I don't have really good exact numbers, but they could make anywhere. Looks like they could make anywhere from $200,000 to $1 million profit. $200,000 to $1 million profit. That's after you take in all the contracts of the wrestlers, what you're paying, the renting the arena out, the merchandise deals, the ticket sales, the TV stuff, whatever else. Taking in everything into consideration. I don't know these numbers. Again, like I said, I don't know. I'm not 100%. That's why I'm giving you such a wide range. But it looks like I'm pretty 85% confident. 85%. I'm 85% confident they're making $200,000 to $1 million on the one show in Boston. So, when you look at that and you say, well, there's 52 weeks, if they can replicate that, let's just pretend that they only make $350,000 per show. Now you're looking at $18 million in profit there. Now that's not we don't know about sponsorships and about other products and stuff like that coming into play, so we don't really know what's going to happen there. So that's on the low end. On the low end, $18 million. They could make $18 million as a company. They could take $18 million profit, after a year. That's on the low end. But if you go up to $1 million and you say that they did really well, and they go to the high end of things, and now you're talking. What were we talking about? Like it was $1 million a show, so 52, times $1 million is 52 million. So they have the potential from 18 million to 52 million. I don't know. That's on positive numbers. I have no idea, but it's all speculation. I don't need to speculate any more on it. It's pretty much guessing for the most part. It's taking the most educated guess you could. It's literally like if somebody showed you the jelly bean jar. You know what I mean? It was like, how many jelly beans do you think are in this jar? Take a guess. You're looking at it, you can see it, you can take a pretty good guess of how many jelly beans are in there. That's what I'm doing. But you could be really wrong too. You could say 90 and there's 300. You could say 150 and there's 200. It's the jelly bean jar guess. And that's all I can that's all I can give you, somewhere between 200 and a million. Maybe there's somebody out there who could pinpoint that number down a lot better. I'm sure that somebody could. I'm probably not that person, but it's fun to talk about. By the way, I'm sorry my Skype was off, so anybody calling, everybody was like, what the hell's going on with the phone lines? And we are getting ready for Monetize This tonight at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. We're putting the Monetize This championship on the line. S.Dollar puts the belt on the line. For the first time in 2 months, the Monetize This championship is on the line. First time in 2 months. And it could be the last time ever that the Monetize This championship is defended. Plus, we're going to have a lot of fun talking about a lot of bullshit tonight. And after a weird week like last week, that usually the week after is really pretty fucking hilarious. So it always goes like that. If we have an episode that's one of the best ever, the week after is always weird. It always happens like that. I don't know why we can't follow up with a solid back-to-back-to-back-to-back. But hopefully we can string those together again. A couple episodes ago was one of the best shows I think we ever did, except for what Drew did. But hey, it is what it is. 516 is on the phone, and 719, I hung up on you, my bad, and just keep calling back and whatever. 516, hello.
Hi, Joe.
Hey there.
Hey, it's me, Nick. What a surprise that you're actually live streaming State of the WWE. I'm actually excited.
That's weird. I've done it a couple times, but the last time I did it, I told Tommy NC my dog died.
Oh, yeah. I remember.
That was a month ago, yeah. It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah. I know King of the Ring is coming up, but I have a couple of predictions about, first of all, the matchups that are coming up to begin with. I honestly don't give a shit about half the matchups that are happening, except for maybe the Kevin Owens matchup. I legitimately don't care about any opening matchup.
You mean on the King of the Ring?
Yes.
Wow. So like
that's just me. Like maybe Ricochet and Drew McIntyre, but I honestly I don't care about Ricochet anymore.
Really? Wow. That's.
I don't know why. It's just I maybe it's because they had AJ versus him multiple times. So I just don't care about Ricochet.
I will say that I'm a little bit down on him a little bit now too, more than I was, because I was really which is not good for them, because I was a little bit hyped too when Ricochet would come out. I was like, here we go, let's do it. And now I'm kind of like, oh yeah, Ricochet, here, do the same thing again. All right, whatever. So, but yeah.
Yeah, look at some of these other opening matchups. We have Ali versus Buddy Murphy. I'm sorry, Ali versus Buddy Murphy for the 1000th time. I don't want to see that matchup again.
I think that. I mean, I am looking forward to this stuff though, because I feel like if they're given time to actually wrestle, and they could do something different, it could be fun, it could be different. If it was a normal match, if they were just coming out to wrestle again randomly on a show, I'd be like, oh, all right, I've seen it. I mean, whatever. But I'm excited because it's in the tournament fashion. I feel like they're going to give it more credit than they did maybe the last time they wrestled.
Yeah, I agree. I am shocked they didn't put Ziggler in this, because speaking of Ziggler, what do you think about what's going on with him and Vince?
Well, I mean, we talked about it on Out of Nowhere. It's just basically that nobody really knows. Nobody knows what the hell is up with his contract. But what we do know is he finally wanted to leave now, and now they're saying no. And they had some kind of weird.
Too late, Golfy boy. Too late.
Yeah, they did some kind of weird handshake, and that allowed him to work outside the WWE. And apparently, what happened was, what I'm hearing is that the contract, whenever he would work outside of the WWE or take time off, the deal was he was allowed to take time off and go do other things, but his contract would then freeze, so that time comes back when he comes back. So if he has a year contract and he takes 6 months off, when he comes back, he still has 6 months on the contract. So that's basically what I understood out of Dolph's contract. Thank you, Nick, for the call. What up, bro? Good to hear from you today. So that's now, I don't know if that's true either, but this is after our show on Out of Nowhere, where I said I have no idea what's going on. And it's something, and I said nobody does. The bottom line is nobody knows what's really going on with Dolph. We know there was some kind of handshake thing. We know he had some kind of wishy-washy contract. We knew he had some kind of long contract that they wouldn't let him out of, but they did give him a deal. And then when he asked for his time away again, he was told no this time. And so something's going on, and it all has to do, I think, with AEW. And what I'm understanding now is that they Dolph Ziggler's likeness, Dolph Ziggler's name, and all that type of stuff is belongs to WWE. So if he went anywhere else, he'd have to be a completely different name. He would have to. There might even be some weird constraints in there about what type of moves he does. Like, I'm hearing the weirdest shit, dude. I am telling you, I'm hearing some weird shit. I only have one person in WWE that I speak with. I only have one person. Other guys out there have like 10 or 5 or 4 or 3 or solid stuff. I have one, and then I have multiple people who say that they speak to people, and it could be all bullshit. Who knows? Who knows what the hell's true or not or whatever. I know very little compared to anybody else. I know just about probably Ryan Satin knows more than I do. But based off of what he says, based off of what other people say, and based off of what I hear with the one guy, I mean, something is really fucking weird about Dolph Ziggler's contract, but nobody knows what that definition is. And Dolph hasn't said it, so there's no surprise. There's not going to be a leak about it, because the only people that know about what the hell's going on with Dolph's contract are Dolph, the WWE, Vince McMahon, and I don't know if anybody else really knows. Like, honestly, nobody else may even really know. Everybody's aware that he has some kind of weird deal, but nobody knows what the specifics of the deal are, and why would they? Why would they know? So that's why nobody knows. That's why nobody can fit this last piece together of what the hell is going on with Dolph Ziggler. That's the problem.
Shit bomb.
Shit bomb.
I just donated to say I love you.
Oh.
I just donated to tell you how much I care and how much I hope it's Kevin Owens versus Drew McIntyre in the finals of the King of the Ring.
Wow. I mean, that's what I think. I think Kevin Owens and Drew McIntyre got to be the top dogs. I mean, it's got to be them, right? It's got to be them. Thank you, Ryan Romano. Somebody in the chat I just happened to, Enclosure, what up, Enclosure, said, Joe, what's wrong with the mic quality? What's wrong with it? Is it messed up? I mean, this mic is not very good. I mean, this is...
I want to slap the fucking black off his face.
It's a $200 mic.
Hey, you fuck you, $500 for not even front row tickets for Boston. They're gonna lose fans cause of this.
Neo Wicked, holy shit, dropping a $20. $20. Thank you, Neo Wicked. Holy shit, bro. Hey, he wouldn't give AEW $500, but he gave Joe Cronin $20. Neo Wicked, thanks, dude. Wow, Neo. Thank you, bro. Yeah, so I don't know how I feel about this. I'm upset that I can't go to AEW. I just can't afford it to go to AEW at this point. I'm being really smart with money and stuff. Neo, thank you, bro.
Party.
But I don't think they're going to lose fans. They sold out.
Drew beats Co. with Shane's help.
Drew beats KO with Shane's help. See, that to me is annoying. I get it, but what a waste of the King of the Ring tournament. Like, that really is such a waste. Jamie Phillips, thank you, Jamie. Yeah, that would enrage me. Like, in a bad way. In a really bad way, Jamie. We got to give Neo Wicked on here. Neo Wicked being the top donation of the stream right now. Jamie Phillips, thank you. Yeah, you know what, though? They sold out. They sold out. I mean, you can justify it. You know what I mean? They need to make money. And they need to prove early on that they can make money. And they need to make as much as they can. So coming to Boston's a good idea. Philly, DC, everywhere. You know, if you guys ever watch Stone Cold or any of the Attitude Era guys, like, talk about the 1997, 96, 1998 days, and even 99 a bit, they ran New England so much. Like, go look it up. Go look up the pay-per-views and the times of where they were. WWE was in Massachusetts like fucking maniacs. Like maniacs. Where are the places that WWE usually runs in Massachusetts, right? Everybody. Do you guys know? You guys know where WWE runs in Massachusetts, right? They run the Boston Garden, TD Garden, Fleet Center, back in the day, which is one building. They run the TD Garden. That's the big building. That's where they run. Where else do they run sometimes? Sometimes they run Worcester. Sometimes they run Worcester, the former Worcester Centrum, now the DCU Center. So Worcester, Boston. Worcester, Boston. To this day, they still run Worcester, Boston. But in 96, 97, and 98, and even in 99, WWE ran, it's fucking crazy, WWE ran Worcester, Boston, Cohasset, Springfield, Massachusetts. Springfield. They ran the Agganis Arena. Lowell, Massachusetts. Lowell, freaking Massachusetts. Where NXT holds events now. In front of 2,500 people or 2,000 people or whatever it is. They ran a Raw, a Monday Night Raw, from Lowell. Basically, they ran 6 different locations. Televised 6 different locations. DX Fully Loaded, or what was it, the DX pay-per-view? I think that was Springfield, Mass. The WWE ran strong in Massachusetts forever. I mean, New England has always been WWE territory. But, New York, New England. It's always been WWE territory. But, yeah, in the late 90s, they were running Massachusetts all over the place. They were just everywhere here. It was crazy. And so, it's still a strong wrestling area. But I have noticed that Massachusetts has taken a little bit of a back seat. You find a lot of people around here are still wrestling fans, but they're more of former wrestling fans. Because we were so huge back then that almost everybody in Massachusetts, if they're over 25 or over 30, you say wrestling, they're like, oh yeah, because they remember seeing Bruno Sammartino at Fenway Park or Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 14 in Boston or wherever. It is a strong roots in wrestling here. We have so many local independent wrestling promotions. It's crazy. So I some people were criticizing locations. So I think Philly and Boston made perfect sense for AEW. I mean, Philly for the ECW stuff, this is their style. Boston, this is their style as well. Although I would argue that Boston is turning into a little bit more of a Pittsburgh-like area. Like we're kind of becoming more like Pittsburgh than Philly. Back in the day, in the 90s and the 80s, Boston was rough. Just fucking people throw bricks at shit and people. There was racist stuff said all over the time. Not necessarily because it was like full-on racism, but just because people don't give a shit. Like they would just shit on each other here. They don't give a fuck. Fucking throwing bricks and you Guinea Wop Italian fuck and you Irish Mick cocksucker and N-word and just all kinds of shit, dude. Just that's why people... Like, dude, people in Boston were fucked up. Like, they would say whatever they could to the wrestlers or whoever to get under their skin. Like, it was... That's why I think sometimes, like, it's just horrific. Like, they would... If you're Italian and the Irish fans were there, they would be calling you fucking half-black, greasy, wop-ass, dago fuck. Like, oh my God, dude, the Irish people would just tear apart, verbally insult the shit. Because, right, you got to think about it. Irish people are known for insults and just for that's how you talk to each other, right? That's just how fucking Irish people are known. Like, they are just fucking like that. So this area was hugely Irish. So you had a lot of that. But you also had the Italians that did the same thing, and everybody just talked shit about everybody. And that's why if you went to a show, like, dude, people would just get verbally just destroyed. Like, if you sent a millennial back from, like, 2019 to, like, 1985, like Boston Celtics game or something, like you would, like, their fucking safe zone would blow up in their pants. They would explode inside because they would be like, oh my, they wouldn't even understand. And yet none of these people were necessarily mean or racist, but it was just the way you talked. It was just the way people talked. Black people would insult white people the same way. I mean, it would just be everybody just fucking shit on everybody. It was awesome, actually. I fucking enjoyed those days. Some of that still happens nowadays with some of the older fans or people who are whatever, and you hear about it. If somebody says something like that, you hear about it. But it's like so many people talk shit here that it's crazy. But it's becoming more like Pittsburgh in Boston. Boston's losing that edge. We don't have that nasty edge that we used to have. You back in the 80s, you could have rivaled Philly and Boston. Like, who's the tougher city? Boston and Philly. Who's gonna fucking do it? But nowadays, I'd tell you Philly. Philly's the nastier city. Philly's the fucking meaner, nastier city, probably. Because Boston is turning into yuppie Pittsburgh area. Like, and that's my only comparison is Pittsburgh. When I see Pittsburgh, I see some of those tough fans, but then I see a lot of like families, and then I see a lot of yuppies, and it's kind of like mixed. But when I see Philly, I still see that nasty fucking Philly side that we used to see. So, I don't know. I know I just went off on a weird rant about the 80s, 90s in Boston and Philly, but that's my perception. I could be incorrect. But either way, thanks to Neo Wicked for dropping the $20 and blowing the goal out the water. And again, tonight, the Monetize This Championship is on the line at 11 p.m. on my other channel, Corrupted Nation. Subscribe to Corrupted if you want to hear Monetize This. Could be the last time the belt's on the line. All hands on deck tonight for this slap-happy, slap factory of a show. Phone lines are open.
Pour me a beer. You've got a new subscriber.
Rylan Hurt, thanks for subbing to the channel, man. What's up? And shout out to all the new patrons, too. Michael P., thanks for becoming a $5 patron. Enjoy the 30 hours of bonus content. More to come over there. It's going to be fun. Philly gives no shits, the Soundwave says. Yeah, man. They don't care. They don't care. Philly will always be Philly. That's true. Yeah, Boston doesn't feel... I can tell you, Boston in the last... Mostly in the last, I would say 15 years to 10 years, has definitely changed a bit for the, like, we're more cleaner. It's better. I guess it's better to live in. It just doesn't have that old vibe, you know? I mean, we're number one safest state in the country as far as gun violence goes. I mean, as far as lots of other things go too. We have free health care in Massachusetts. Like, it's just, it's totally changed. It's on this upswing. It's crazy. It's a whole different place than it was years ago. Joe, you ever want to be a referee in some wrestling company if they offered? Yeah, I mean, if somebody needed a referee, I could be a referee. I was a referee for years. Yeah, I could be a referee. I could be a referee. I can do commentary. I can do. I can do anything, man. I really can. I just not. I mean, like I'm a tech. If I'm in like I've been at a show before where they got in trouble with that. By the way, like, you know, I'm like kind of good at everything, but not great at anything. You know what I'm saying? Like say a guy, a wrestler was coming out and he was a good guy wrestler, and they wanted him to be seen and to win and to do this little thing, and his opponent didn't show up, and there was nobody extra there on the card. I mean, I could go in and wrestle the guy. You know what I mean? I could grab a microphone and grab the mic and say, you know, this place sucks, you know, your town blows, you know, you're not, you know, whatever the hell, everybody sucks here. I could say a bunch of stuff, get the crowd to boo me, get them mad at me, and let the guy squash me in about 5 minutes. You know, have a little 5-minute match where the guy beats me up a whole bunch. I come back, try to cheat, then he comes back and wins anyway. You know, so like whenever I was at a wrestling show, that happened once. You know, I mean, that exact thing happened. He was supposed to wrestle a guy, and the guy just didn't show up. Nobody else was here, and we were like, well, what are you going to do? You know, they thought about inserting him into the main event and making it a 6-man tag. They thought about, you know, they didn't, maybe he just goes out and has a speech and then takes pictures. But they really wanted to get over the fact that he was going to beat somebody and have momentum. So I was like, dude, why don't you just throw me in there and have me squash me, and I'll just piss everybody off, and he can beat me in like 30 seconds. And they were like, you know what? Yeah, fuck it. So we did that. I have that on somewhere that's on video. That's like from 5 years ago or something. I don't know. It's somewhere. It's on someone's video somewhere. It's fucking hilarious. Because we went outside the ring and he threw me into the post, right? I threw me in the post a bunch, and I just was selling that I'm dead in the post. And as we're getting back in the ring, I kind of shoved the referee out of the way, and he was like, whoa. And then I low-blowed him, and then he fell into the ring. So I low-blowed him, he fell into the ring. And then the referee and me get in the ring, and I'm like, and I cover him. And the cover got really a good reaction. People started booing a lot for the cover. The fact that I low-blowed him and got the cover. I think I said everybody in the city was on heroin, too. I kind of said something fucked up. I said, yeah, you guys are, everybody here is on heroin. Yeah, I mean, I look out here and I see all these kids in the crowd This kid, that kid, none of you parents can even go to the playgrounds because of how disgusting this place is. And here's the other thing about this disgusting place. You know what's really disgusting is the parents that take your kids to the playground because you don't even care. In fact, you hope that one of your kids gets sick and doesn't come home. This place is one of the most disgusting places in the state, and that's why the property values are what they're at. Even a guy working at McDonald's could afford to live in this pile of crap city. So on one hand, while you might be a bunch of garbage scum, on another hand, maybe this place is heaven for the losing population of this state. And I can look in the eyes of the sadness in your kids' eyes right now in the front row. I can see that little glare that they have of that little mystery glare that they have. That they're already depressed. They're depressed that you're their parents. They're depressed they live here. They're depressed when they smell this polluted air. They probably need to be tested for lead poisoning, half of these kids out here. And in a few years, some of you might not be here. You can Google worst places to live in Massachusetts. How does it feel to come up number 1? You know, that's boom. They were fucking furious, this place. That guy got over. It probably got over better than the other guy coming in. But yeah, then there was another time, dude, I was at a show. Dude, I was at a show, and the fucking referee didn't show up. The goddamn referee didn't show up. And I was supposed to be doing ring announcing. And nobody had a referee shirt, I don't think. Well, at least we thought nobody had a referee shirt. And I said, you know what? In my car, I think I have a hockey jersey. And the hockey jerseys, I mean, it's red and white. I mean, it's white and black and red. So fucking... I was the referee for the first 2 matches. And then the referee showed up. So the guy that was supposed to be the referee showed up. The other referee called out. The other referee was in traffic. So the real referee that was supposed to be there did show up after, I think it was the second match. So, yeah, you never know, man. If you're a wrestler out there, if you're whoever you are, if you're a commentary, if you're a wrestler, if you're a ring announcer, if you're a fan, if you're a fucking fan and you've never done something but you wanted to give something a try, you always have that ref jersey. Always have that ref jersey. Always have your tights. You know? Always just be ready. You never know. And if you know what I mean, if you're a wrestler, fuck it. If you're a wrestler, I mean, as well. You know, you show up to a place and you say, I came out tonight because I heard about you guys and I'm a wrestler and I've been booked at all these other places. And I came out here to see if how I felt about it. And I love this place. If I could ever get booked here, I'd love it. But I'm just going to sit down and enjoy the show. You know, I'm a wrestler and I've done referee. I've done everything, you know. But I'll be good to meet you. And I'm going to check out the show. You know, meet the promoter. Tell the promoter that. Find the promoter. Find out who the promoter is. Get in there, man, and shake his hand. They're going to appreciate that hunger in wrestling. That hunger is admired in wrestling. So you go sit down, and the next thing you know, 5 minutes later, oh, Bobby ain't going to be here. He says he just texted me he's not going to be here. Oh, fuck, we don't have anybody for the fucking, for the tornado match or whatever the hell it is. Hey, I just met some guy, like, he was just here, like, he just told me. And I've heard of him before, too. Hey, have you ever heard of, you know, Jumpin' Jack Jones or whatever? He's over in the front row. Yeah, I've heard of him. I've wrestled him before. I wrestled him down at LWP or whatever. Oh, okay. Hey, Jack, fucking grab you said you had your shit? Grab your shit. We're missing a guy. You want to be in the fucking... Next thing you know, you get $30 and you're on a show. Just always got to be prepared as a wrestler. Every time. What's the most boring state? I don't know. Let's go. I'm going with Montana. I'm going with Montana because Flip Gordon, whenever I would talk to Flip Gordon about coming to Boston from Montana, even though Flip Gordon was born in Boston but then lived in Montana his whole life, he just tells me about Montana and I go, damn, that sounds like I might off myself. It's so boring out there. It sounds like, but yeah, I mean, it's really nice though. I mean, Montana is pretty cool, but it's just so different, you know. And he said the same thing when he comes here. It's the weirdest thing with all the people, and you know, you say hi to everybody in Montana. He said, you know, you always waving to people, and hey, if you see somebody, you know. But here, it's just you don't say shit to people because you say something to somebody, they think you're gonna rob them or something. So absolutely. Let me see here. I'm right on the board. I'm right near Rhode Island, so I could go into Rhode Island at any time I want to, yeah. But yeah, so the bottom line is that's it. Those are the brackets for King of the Ring. We talked about those earlier. Yeah, I obviously think the Bray Wyatt's entrance is good. The theme is great. He could have used Cold Chamber, though. He could have done Fiend by Cold Chamber. That'd be so weird, huh? Imagine that if Bray Wyatt came out to Fiend by Cold Chamber. That'd be so weird. Oh, man, but I do love it. All the stuff is sold out. The mask looks amazing. I guess you get Bray Wyatt, the Fiend, if you pre-order WWE 2K20 or whatever they're calling it now. Not 100% on that. And that's about it, man. I'm looking at the wrestling news, trying to see. Oh yeah, I had questions from Patreon that I had to get to, so let me get to those too. Some people on Patreon and some people messaged me privately on Patreon about some other questions also, so I want to talk about those as well. On Patreon, we had Scott Frame said, "Who do you think will win the King of the Ring? Any chances Shane McMahon wins in a troll job? What's Bray Wyatt's next feud?" All right, I think we already beat the King of the Ring to death, but I hope it's a legitimate victory, whatever it is. Please let it be legitimate. I may freak out if it's not. Bray Wyatt's next feud, I think we said, man, we had somebody and I can't remember. If anybody remembers, hit me up and let me know, because it was somebody that logically made sense for Bray Wyatt next, and now I can't remember it. How's my mic? Is it that bad, really? Because this is a $200 headset. I mean, it's a pretty good headset. But you know what I mean? It's less quality than my, you know, than my regular mic. Obviously, if I pull this mic down, I mean, obviously this is a studio mic that's a little bit better. You're gonna hear better quality here. Like, so this is. What do you guys think? Should I go with the headset or should I go to the real mic? Headset or real mic? You guys tell me. This is the real mic. This is the real mic. So, what do you guys think sounds better, the BP or the headset? The headset or the real mic? Let's hear it now. But yeah, obviously this mic is going to be much better than the headset. But headset's not bad. It's better than like a Logitech. It's a real XLR headset. It's pretty good. It's like one of the best sounding headsets you can get under $300. You know, I mean, these are all I bought these years ago now. But I mean, you know, whatever. Mike. This call sucks, Mike. Top 3 wrestling themes. Mine is Triple H, Jeff Hardy, Christian. Yeah, we talked about this a little bit already in the Morning Madness, but yeah, top themes, WWE themes, man. I don't know. Probably be like Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, Shawn Michaels. There's a lot of them. There's a lot of themes that are good though. Triple H, obviously, yeah. Triple H is good. I mean, Motorhead is the shit. That's badass that they did that. Triple H always got to have it big, you know? Always got to have it real big. The real mic is better. The headset. The Shure mic. I'm not even using the Shure mic, yeah. The real mic. Headset. It's like a mix. Wow, Jesus Christ. I thought it would be all one. No, it's all good. I mean, all the mics are good. I'm just having fun messing around. No, you sound good. Not much bass, but good. Yeah, that's what I think. I think it sounds okay, but there's not a lot of bass in that mic. You know, it's very wimpy. Fabulous Rougeau brothers, Undertaker. Yeah, man, absolutely. Undertaker's the shit too. I mean, Undertaker's theme is great. So, Undertaker's theme is always going to be badass. Always going to be legendary. Both are fine. Gangrel, man. Yeah, Gangrel's is sick. The Rock is good, yeah. Cena's is good. Cena's got a great theme. That's a legend. When I heard Cena's theme for the first time, I was like, damn. It's going to be good. Hey, Joe, what video games are you playing tonight? I'm not playing games tonight. It's Monetize This tonight. Oh, yeah, Luke Harper. Yeah, I thought Luke Harper would be a good opponent for Bray Wyatt. Thank you, Irish Dave. Irish Dave on the ball. Yeah, Monetize This is tonight, so we'll be doing Monetize This all night. Hopefully you guys come over to my other channel, Corrupted Nation, and watch Monetize This tonight live at 11 p.m. Eastern Time. The Monetize This championship is on the line tonight. Finally on the line. And not only that, it could be the last night ever that it's on the line. Also, the Quam Bomb on Patreon. And appreciate all the patrons as always. Without you guys, show's fucking over. Quam Bomb says, where the hell is the IC title? Is it another title going to be ignored? Yeah, dude, I'm really concerned about this, Quam. I'm very concerned about the IC belt. So angry about it. Any minute I could freak out over this thing. I am furiously pissed off. This belt should be the number 2 belt, if not number 3 belt in the company at all times. No question. I am furious that this title is missing or whatever they're doing with it. It's absolute bullshit. And somebody at WWE needs to be slapped in the face. It's bullshit. The Jabroni Jabber podcast. How much money do you think WWE will pay The Rock to appear for the first SmackDown on Fox? If that happens, I'd say at least $500,000. At least $500,000. Anywhere from $500,000 to $1.5 million. $500,000 to $1.5 million. That is my guess. Nito Exodus. Joe, tell me to tell y'all that if you... Wait a minute. Joe told me to tell y'all if you donate $1,000, he'll smash his balls with a hammer. I did not tell you to tell me that. I did not tell you to tell me that. Come on. Come on, man. Was there anything else that we missed? The King of the Ring brackets revealed. Now we got that. Anything else trending? I mean, right now it's nothing big that I really want to talk about at this moment. We talked about even AEW and some of the other things earlier. WWE NXT now may head to USA Network. That's another thing. We talked about NXT going to Fox. Now it's could be USA Network. It looks like WWE NXT brand could be headed to USA. In the last 48 hours, the NXT series has been said to be pitched for Wednesday nights on the USA Network beginning in October. That's according to PW Insider. We thought that this was going to be going to Fox potentially, but now that's happening. But this is the Wednesday Night War is seemingly imminent. It seems like we're in for a Wednesday Night War. And the funny thing is, it's exactly what I told you guys, I told everybody a year ago, which is WWE isn't really in competition with AEW as much as NXT is in competition with AEW. And we could see that. We could see NXT versus AEW on Wednesday nights. So you're not going to get AEW versus Raw. You're going to get AEW versus NXT, which is that will be interesting, because if NXT is putting out a weekly product on TV that potentially could be pushing the envelope a little bit, shit, that could be huge. And they're going to be competing with AEW at the same exact time, which is kind of a bummer in a way for me, because then what do we do, you know? How the hell are we going to review everything? I mean, it is possible I can watch 2 screens at once. I can watch 2 screens at once, but you know, that's a little bit difficult, I think, to hear the crowds and gauge what's going on 100%. You know, that could be a little bit tough. But I don't know, man. I might do it. I don't know how else how we're going to, you know, book that whole thing. I'm not really sure. But I do know this. I have to get the hell out of here. Thank you very much again. Well, to Neo Wicked for being the largest donation of the stream, and to everybody else who dropped a couple bucks during This State of the WWE, episode 120. Last episode, I called Tommy NC and told him my dog was dead. And I think we should end the show with that clip because it's just too funny. So, and I don't have an ear infection anymore either. That's the good news. So I'll see you guys tonight for Monetize This. It's on the line tonight. Remember this? How you been, man?
I've been doing good. How are you doing?
I just, I mean, I've been alright, man. I just wanted to talk to you about, you know, what was going on here.
What's going on?
You know, with, you know, everything going on with my, you know, with my dog.
What's wrong with your dog, man? I understand that you had to get surgery on it and everything. What's wrong with your dog?
Oh, it's just, you know, it didn't work. It wasn't working out well, you know, and just, I've been drinking, but, you know, she passed away in my arms, you know.
I'm so sorry, man. I've lost pets myself, dude. It's really hard to lose a pet. You know, I have a strong connection between the animal and man's best friend, you know, and it's hard to you know, lose a pet.
Yeah, man, I just it's just really been sitting here, you know. I just figured, no, you'd pick up of all people, you know.
I appreciate that, Dan. You reaching out to me like this. It's a hard thing to lose a pet, and you know that she's not suffering anymore. And,
Oh.
sorry.
Hey, you're right though. No, you're right though.
It's kind of hard to do.
Poor Tommy. Tonight is Monetize This. Don't miss it. The belt could be defended for the last time. And for the first time in 2 months, the belt is on the line at 11 o'clock tonight on the Corrupted Nation YouTube channel, where we get a little bit more fucking weird than we can on this one. I'll see you all tonight for Monetize This at 11 p.m. Yeah.
Gotta be those little green folk. Well, at least it's better than the black ones.
Oh my
Gotta be those little green
I'll come over there and smell your fucking prostate.
I will be there tonight. Play this message back.
You piece of shit.
Cause you farted on my husband.
Go sit on the dildo.
Merry Christmas, you pussy. Merry Christmas, you pussy. Merry Christmas, you pussy.
What you do? You do not let the... Fuck you! It's fucking dead!
I hope you hang your mother. You piece of shit.
Where's the fucking music?
Because the fucking lies, that's not cool. Because you're fucking sad that we didn't buy into your conspiracy fucking bullshit. Sorry. We didn't.
Okay, sweetheart. Get ready for the cook.
Hi, pal.
Sound black to me.
Fuck yeah, I got everyone's addresses marked. I got everyone's fucking addresses marked. Bill, you cook.
Justin.
You're gonna find me.
You know what? I fucking came in a bowl and your mother drank cum soup from me.
Who wants to go? Call the show. I'll fuck your ass. Heist is a fucking pussy m***er.
Oh!
What the fuck? Drew, what the fuck is... What are you doing?
That's right, they're nice tits. They're
Sound
fucking beautiful. They're fucking wicked awesome, man. Oh!
Racial issues.
I want to fuck Debbie until cum comes out of her fucking eyeballs.
Where's the fucking music?
Cocksucker from Guatemala.
I've had multiple dudes.
Heist is a fucking pussy nigger.
Oh!
What the fuck? Drew, what the fuck is, what are you doing?
Oh!